How's it going, everybody? Sad news today in the world of pro wrestling that Ultimate Warrior died last night on Tuesday at around 8:50 Western time in front of his Phoenix or Scottsdale hotel. Just 24 hours, actually less than 24 hours since he delivered that promo on Raw. And looking back on it, that promo that he delivered and how he was, like how he got to the ring and stuff like that, it was kind of creepy because I listened to some audios talking about Warrior's death and then, analyzing his speeches and how he was acting the weekend. And they're talking about how Warrior seemed like he was weak and maybe he was like real stressed out. And some people talked about maybe he lost a lot of weight before the weekend, trying to look as best he can, maybe like look like the Ultimate Warrior. And maybe that put a lot of stress on him. And then because they're saying that he died of a massive heart attack, and stress can be a big point if you have a heart attack. And this might have happened anyways. It might have happened last week or a month from now or a year from now. But maybe this Hall of Fame weekend, WrestleMania, all the stress put on him trying to rekindle old relationships and try to rebuild ones. Like Hulk Hogan said that this weekend they patched up their old rifts that they had because Warrior said some horrible things about Hogan and vice versa. But I'm not the biggest Ultimate Warrior fan because I was never old enough to see him or anything, but I appreciate his influence on kids and how they looked up to him and how he was this big icon. Because he's not like Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold or like that, but people who don't watch wrestling, they know who the Ultimate Warrior is. So this is probably going to be big news not only in the pro wrestling world, but in the news world, period. And looking back on Warrior's promo on Monday, it was kind of eerie, because he talks about how every man, his heart beats his last beat, every man breathes his last breath, but if that man does something that gets the blood pumping of others, then he's done something good, and his legacy will live forever. Around wording like that, it's not verbatim, but it's kind of creepy how he says that less than 24 hours after he dies. And if you kind of look at it, like, it's not like it didn't look like it was inevitable, but he was sweating a lot, and that maybe that's just how he is. But he's sweating a lot. He was breathing heavy. He wasn't having a hard time getting to the ring, but it kind of like didn't look right, because I don't know. It's just kind of weird just looking back on a man 24 hours before he dies. And I haven't watched the Hall of Fame speech again, but I probably have to do that this week, because I talked about how it looked like he was blown up and he was sweating, but maybe that was just because of the stress, or because they said maybe he lost a lot of weight, so he was just very tired, because this is a big weekend for him, so maybe he didn't get a lot of sleep, if any sleep, because he was worried about what he was going to say, how he was going to come across, how people were going to perceive him. Maybe the crowd wasn't going to care about him because he's been gone for like 20 years. But hey, this is some crazy news. WrestleMania week, and then Raw the day after. Maybe news is going to be a little slow, but it didn't slow down on Tuesday. Ultimate Warrior passed away, so we're going to have to see what happened. Autopsy starts on Thursday, is what they said. And this is crazy stuff. I'll talk to you guys later.